Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Ella Dishes It Out. I want you guys to see these greens that I just picked from my garden. These mustard greens, oh my gosh, they look so good. I just finished washing them and sorting them out. So I've got these big ones over here. I'm gonna cook these, I'm gonna be cooking these for a group of young gentlemen in a halfway house. And then I've got these right here. These are the smaller ones that I washed and cleaned. So I'll be cooking those with some ham hocks and sorry for those that don't eat pork, too bad for you, because I'm going to be cooking these greens with some ham hocks. So anyway, y'all stay tuned, and we will get started in a little while. Hi, welcome back to my channel. You guys excuse the way I look. I've been working in my garden this morning, pulling up these beautiful greens, and so I did manage to actually put some lipstick on, but that's about as far as I got. Okay, so these are the greens that came from my garden. These are my mustard greens. So I'm just gonna start showing you how to cut them up. So basically what I do is I stack them up. You know, I put the stems together. I stack them up like this. Sometimes I cook with the stems because that's a lot of good fiber. Sometimes I don't. So today I think I'm going to because the stems are not that long. And they came from my garden. So when I cut them and wash them, I cut most of the stems off. There's a little piece of dirt right there. Take that away. I'm gonna wash these one more time before I cook them, just to make sure. You see these stems down here? I'm not gonna keep these, I'm gonna throw these away. So I'm gonna put those to the side. Okay, I'm gonna need another container. So, what I'll do is, I'll put them in here for now. I'll fit in there. I'll just put them in there for now. Okay, they're definitely not all gonna fit in that little jar. I'll find another container. Okay, so we just line them up. Stem with stems. There's a little mess right there. This is my first time growing greens. And so it was a learning curve because the little bugs were starting to eat my greens up, and I didn't know what to do because I was trying to have an organic garden. I didn't want to use any Roundup or any kind of bug killer that could be cancerous. So I called my friends and they told me to use 7. I don't know if 7 is organic or not, but it worked. So that's what I did. It's an insecticide. It kills up to over 50 different types of bugs that grow on your plants and food. So, SEVIN, 7, in case you need to know. Some people already knew that, but not me. I didn't know that. So, just stack them up like so, and you cut them. So you got the idea of how to cut them. So I'm gonna stop it here and finish cutting up these greens. And we'll start back when we start cooking. Okay, here are all the greens I have that have been already cut up and washed again. Okay, so this morning I cooked some bacon. I got my pot here that I'm gonna use. I cooked some bacon this morning. So I want to use the flavor from the bacon juices and drippings in my greens just to give it some extra added flavor. So I put some water in there, just sliding it around, and I'm gonna pour it in this pot. I'm gonna even put that little piece of bacon right there in there. Okay. All right, so set that aside. Now I'm gonna add my greens. This is what the pot looks like. Now I'm gonna add my greens. Just gonna add my greens in here. And it's gonna cook down. So the pot is gonna be over full initially, but the greens are gonna cook down, of course. As they cook, it'll go all the way down. Because I will be adding ham hocks at the end of this session. When my greens are done, almost done, I'll be adding cooked ham hocks. My ham hocks are on the stove now cooking. I don't like these yellow pieces, so I always throw those away because that's not pretty. All right, and I always think that they're dead leaves anyway. So that's that. Now I'm gonna add my water. So I've got this plastic container of water. This is about a gallon of water. Now, normally I use chicken stock. Oh, oops, I'm making a mess. Normally I use chicken stock, but I ran out of chicken stock. I'm fresh out of it, so when I go to the grocery store again, I'll stock up. But right now, since I don't have chicken stock, I'm using this. And I also have that Better Than bouillon. I could probably add to it, which I think I will. I think I'll add a little Better Than bouillon to it just to give it a little extra kick and flavor. So I'm gonna show you guys my Better Than bouillon. Okay, I'm getting it out of the refrigerator now. Okay. This is Better Than bouillon. So it's Better Than bouillon. It's roasted chicken base. You can get the beef one too. All right, so it says use 1 tablespoon of butter. Only 1 tablespoon of butter, only 1 tablespoon better than bouillon. So use 1 tablespoon of this, and it equals to 1 cube of a bouillon, chicken bouillon, or 1 8-ounce can of broth. So I'm gonna just put 1 teaspoon in there. And as I stir it around, it's going to, tablespoon. As I stir it around, it's going to, that's the tablespoon. I'm just gonna slap it on top, right there. And as I cook it, it's going to, and I stir it, it's going to, the flavor is going to be intermingled in there. Okay, so let's get started cooking. Okay, we're over here, we're on the stove. Okay, so I'm gonna add some salt and pepper to this pot. Turn the light on. Oh, I turned it off. Oops, turned it on. What are you doing, Ella? Okay. Pay attention. Okay, that is not pepper. This is my pepper. I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper. I'm gonna add some more pepper later on once this cooks down. And I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. I'm gonna add more salt later on as well. And I have a special ingredient called collard green seasoning. My sister gave me this because I couldn't find it in my store. My sister lives in Massachusetts. She found it, so she sent me in the mail 3 of them at a time, which I really appreciated. So I'm gonna tell you what it has in it. Ingredients: salt, MSG, dextrose, sugar, bacon flavors, and spices. And I don't like the MSG part, but it's okay. It gives it a good flavor. All right, so we're gonna let that cook. And over here in this pot, I have my ham hocks cooking down, and I'm gonna, try to see if they're ready. But I really don't believe they're ready. Once they get soft and ready to fall off the bone, that's when I take them out. And I trim the fat, and I just keep the ham part. And I put the ham in the greens. So, and then sometimes I'll use some of the juice from the ham hocks in my greens as well. So that adds extra flavor to the greens. So I'm just gonna let these cook. I'm gonna put the top on it, let it cook down for about a couple of hours, and then come back and check on it again. So we'll come back. Okay, let's check on our greens. They're boiling pretty well, and I already put the ham hocks in there. I was gonna pull it off the bone, but I just left it on the bone to give it that extra flavor. And once they're done, I'll pull the ham hocks out because I'm not gonna leave them in the greens. But that's, that's the whole ham hock right there. In there, it's cooking. I have 3 of them in here. So it's adding that extra flavor that you want to your greens. They're looking good. I don't like to overcook them because then they're just turn into like water. So I'm gonna test some of these greens, taste test, see what other flavors I need to add. Just grab me a little piece. Gonna blow it. I'm gonna make some buttermilk cornbread to go along with these greens, so you guys stay tuned. It's tasting pretty good. Really good. So we're just gonna keep cooking just a little while longer. It'll be done. I think I'm gonna cook it with the top off so some of the water can cook out of it. Let's leave the top off for a while and let it just cook down. All right, we'll be back when it's done. Okay, guys, this greens are done. They cooked, you know, I cooked out all the water. They're pretty low, and that's that pot liquor, that good old, what old folks used to call pot liquor in there. You got your ham hock right on the side. So I'm just gonna leave that ham hock in there so they'll know that I cooked it with the pork. First I said I was gonna take it out. I cooked it with the greens. At first I said I was gonna take it out, but I'm gonna leave it in there so they'll know. So whoever doesn't eat pork will know and see that it's in there for the guys that I'm cooking for. So I just want to say thank you guys for tuning into my channel. Later on, I'm going to be making some good old homemade buttermilk cornbread. So stay tuned.